Morning, everyone. Hi, this is Khalif. I'm from YesHello. So thanks for watching this video. I'm going to have a session with you guys, just a quick session so that you are clear on what today is about, how you can use YesHello to automate your education business, how you can make more money, how you can double your profits, how you can get more clients, how you can run a business more efficiently. Okay? So let's get ready, get set, let's go. Business is specifically for companies who are in the education line. Tuition centers, you're a college, university, even if you have a ballet class, if you have a robotics class, if you have anything that is education-based, you have a long-term relationship with your customers, with your students, you have teachers, you're online, you're in person, whatever it is, this is for you. So I'm going to go through it with you so you have an idea of how we can together move your company forward to make more money. So this is the concept, the mindset of why we have what we have. I'm going to share with you some success stories, some good results, some on how exactly they do it, like the game plan, and then you can use it in your company. Okay. So welcome to the future of customer engagement. That is the challenge today. How to engage with your customers when you have so many customers from everywhere, right? So we want to revolutionize how we communicate and engage with your customers using AI. This is tailored for education businesses. So today's agenda, 4 things. 1, the challenges for education business. Number 2, what for you guys to focus on. Number 3, how to double your sales. Number 4, and how to do it in your business. Okay, so I'm going to go through one by one. I'm going to give you a little back end story, and I'm going to give you a game plan at the end of this so that you can implement in your business. Okay, so what you can expect today. Number 1, boost your class enrollment rates, transform student support with AI, streamline your admin tasks, secure your student data now before it's too late, experience admin excellence, improve student engagement instantly, empower your educators, right? Empowered educators create better results with students, better students create more hype creates more money, right? Number 8, scale your educational reach more people so that they want to enroll, they know about you. Number 9, instant updates, happier parents. This is recurring business, long-term business. Once you have a happy student, happy parents, they're gonna stay longer. All right, a little bit of introduction from about me. I'm the founder and CEO at YesHello. I've done a lot of automation work for small businesses. I've built a few businesses also. I've been a trainer, speaker, coach for over 18 years. So I've been in the education line. I started in personal development, then I did sales training, and then I started a training company that became one of the biggest corporate training companies in Malaysia, in Sabah and Sarawak, in Sabah. And then now I started, of course, YesHello is a software company for small businesses, and we focus on a lot on how to train small businesses, especially in the education line, to double your business and make more sales. Okay, some of our current customers, we have Asia University, Family Tutor from Singapore, Reskills. These are in the education line. We also have in the automotive, Volvo, Jaguar Land Rover, BYD. We also have FMB, T-Life, Sirim. So we have a lot of type of businesses that our clients, that we get them to be successful, that stay with us. 90% that come and implement what we do stay with us for now, 3-4 years since we started. We started in 2020 during the COVID lockdown. Okay, so today's agenda, education business challenges. So if you are in the education business, here are your challenges. Number 1, fragmented communication channels. You're talking to people with in too many channels. Your WhatsApp, your email, your SMS, everywhere. It's coming all in one place, right? Your team is having a huge challenge. Number 2, inefficient lead nurturing. So if you're not familiar with lead nurturing, is how to be in touch with your potential customers even though they don't buy, right? So that you're always top of mind whenever they think about education or whatever that they want to get in your industry, right? So there's this statistic. If 100 customers that you reach out to in your marketing, 50 will definitely not buy today. 50 will definitely not buy ever. So it's left another 50, right? From this 50, 10% will say yes. This is the easy buys. This is the ones that so easy, right? Then you always, excuse me, then you always say, why this other 40% are not buying? It's not that they don't want to buy, is that you're not nurturing them enough that when they're ready to buy, they want to buy from you, right? How many times when you think about other things that you want to buy and then you forgot, and then when you want to buy it, suddenly some other business, some other company is advertising to you or reaching out to you, and then you buy the other one. Same thing, right? It's just not that you don't want to buy it, you want to buy it, but not yet. So this other 40% is what you're fighting for with your competitors. So lead nurturing is to stay in touch with them so long with good value, so that when they're ready to buy, they want to buy it from you. But so a lot of education businesses are not efficient in nurturing the leads when they're ready to buy. It's either they from this 100, 50 won't buy, this one buys, either they buy or they die. So that means you only get the 10% out of the 100. You should be getting at least 50. Well, maybe if you're great, right? If you're not, then maybe 40%, one and then plus another 3 in the future. Okay, one goes to your competitors. It's fine, but you need to fight for these 4, and that's nurturing. Number 3, biggest challenge is lack of personalized customer engagement. You are engaging with customers. Say, yes, Khalif, I'm already engaging, but how are you doing it wrong? Because you are not personalized. Different age groups want different things. Parents want different things, right? They have different challenges in why they want to go to you. Some want more money. Some want better relationships. Some want to get a scholarship. Some want just to pass. So if you can speak to what they really want, then your nurturing becomes better. And that's why, even though that you say that you are nurturing and you keeping in touch, it is not as effective because it is not personalized. Okay. So this is the insight of an owner's brain. Not even an owner. If you are one of the leaders in the company, you are thinking about a lot of things, too many things. Okay. So even for coaches, right? So I also had this issue, too many things to think about. So what did I do? I say, okay, I should go to a pro, and a pro would already summarize this. So even when a pro summarize this is 100 steps from setup to scaling a business. For my business, he already summarized everything. He said, these are 100 things. Even from these 100 things, me as the owner, I cannot do everything, right? So what if all these things we can segment into those things that other team members can do and only what we can do? Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to take out one of these things here. This is how to create a lead generation funnel to get customers in. So the rest of these other things, creating systems and finance and margin that only we can do as a leader, we will do. This one thing we will get our team to do. Okay, so before we get into the core of what I want to share, I want to also share with you how I got into education. I started in personal development in AsiaWorks training. I was a participant, then I became a staff, and I wanted to become a personal development trainer. And then I see a lot of people coming in, they go out from the training and they create awesome results. So me and my wife said, maybe we should do the same. So we started selling mutual funds, unit trust with Public Mutual, very young, 26, 27 years old. We, hired a coach to teach us how to do business. And a lot of the things I want to share with you today is based on that journey of learning how to run a business and all these years experience. Okay. So we learned all the process. We won some awards. We bought all the things that we need to buy as a youngster, even though it was kind of foolish at that time, right? We got married, we got a kid. But then when I was at the peak, we were turning over around 40 million every year. Of course, we make a commission from the sale, right? We don't take the whole 40 million. But it was a lot of money for a 26, 27-year-old. We paid for everything. When the stock market crashed, the crash was 11 January 08. You can see over there. And guess what? This wedding, our anniversary is 11 January 08. So it's very weird. On the day that we got married is the day the market crash started. So for a whole year, 2 years, we were very, very tough. It was so tough. No cash coming in, no sales. People didn't want to come and invest. All our past clients were very unhappy. Very, very tough times. Okay. So we almost went bankrupt. it was tough to see that all the bankers trying to chase my parents to pay for the big car, to pay for the building, to pay. So it's crazy, right? So, but anyway, that led us to try to figure out how to solve this issue. So since we are already good at training a team, doing sales, I used to come from personal development training. We say, okay, let's do something else. Let's start a training business. So I had to go fly to Sabah and then live with my in-laws. I started this training company. I had to do all the sales. I had to do all the marketing. I had to do all the training myself, travel for 9 hours to Semporna, come back to Kota Kinabalu. So for many years, I did that on my own, right? I was the one doing everything. And I thought, okay, we got out of this hole. We're not bankrupt anymore. But I cannot keep on doing this. I didn't see my kid. I didn't see my wife. We were fighting. So I thought maybe I can automate some of these parts. So that's when I learned that there's this thing called tech and automation. I said, okay, let's automate certain parts, right? Let's automate the follow-ups. Let's automate after training evaluation. Let's automate all these things. But I didn't know how to do. So the story was, I went to developer and asked the developer, can you please create me this app to follow up with our participants after the training so that we can evaluate whether it was good or not, so that I can give this report to our clients. Say yes, it's 250,000 ringgit. Say you're crazy. So I went to research on Google. I found a coding bootcamp. I flew to Kuala Lumpur for 100 days, day and night, from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. every single day. This was me at the coding bootcamp. Learn how to code. Once I learned how to code, I created my first software called Impacta, Training Evaluation Simplified, using SMS. This was in 2015, when chat and Messenger and WhatsApp wasn't open for us to build anything. This chatbots was not known yet, right? It was not very popular. But I created this chat bot on SMS, and it worked, right? So people saw it. A lot of our students saw it, and then people are interested to teach how to do this chat thing. So at the same time, Facebook opened up their messenger platform, so we created chatbots on there, and that's when I went around to teach on how to use AI and chatbots, right? So that was 2017, 18, 19, and we said, hey, let's let the company that's doing the training run by itself. Let's go and do this new thing in tech, in chatbot. So we started Chatbot Malaysia. And in 2018, 19, we came back to Kuala Lumpur. I did a lot of training courses, talks, and events, and it was great, right? People started to ask us to build their own bots, so we automated their marketing, their customer service. We did it for MDEC, for Carlsberg, for Mercedes, and just when we were about to go up and scale bigger, guess what happened? COVID happened, right? COVID happened and it stopped. It was very difficult at that time. People didn't want to spend so much, and we were building custom automations, and this was very, very difficult for us to sell because people were holding cash. So instead of now doing it custom, we say, is there a way to help our current customers now? So the main problem they had now was on WhatsApp. Everybody was working from home. Say, Khalif, your automation is great, but it was on Messenger. Can we do it on WhatsApp? I say, yes. So let's start doing it. We tested with 1, 2, and then that was the beginning of YesHello, and we got our concept for software as a service, and YesHello was born, right? So we started working everybody from home, and until today, YesHello is still running. We have hundreds of clients. We've won some awards. We've got some reviews. We won the best pivot, best startup. Sunway saw us and found us and was interested, and they are an investor in our company as well. And that's how my journey from a staff in a personal development company to having a trading company of my own to now helping small businesses who are in the education line to grow your business, right? So I understand the education business challenges. You need to keep the students happy. You need to reach out to new customers. You got to keep them for a long time. And you got to fight with other education business companies who are doing the same with more money, right? So here's the tip. What to focus on if you want to grow your business. 5 things. There are only 5 core functions of a business. Okay? So let's keep it simple. If you keep it simple, then it's easier to focus. So the reason why I say what to focus on is not to focus on 1,000 things, but only 5 things. How many things? 5 things. If you focus on these 5 things and you get your team to do it, then you can do all the other stuff that only you can. Right? 5 things are lead generation, nurturing, conversion, which is sales, delivery of your service, and then retention, upsell, and resell. And this will create your referrals, and it will add to your lead generation, and it will go round and round and round. Okay? The challenge is you are having your processes all tangled. Your lead generation is inconsistent. Your nurturing is not effective. Your conversion is sporadic. Your delivery is inconsistent. You don't have a retention, upsell, and resell process. So we want to have, ideally, by the end of this session, you'll know how to do it. Smooth lead generation, where it's consistent and predictable. Your nurturing is high converting and consistent. Excuse me. Your conversion and sales, your conversion rates are high, consistent, and you're talking to your ideal customers. You're delivering your service consistently, and you are consistent. You have consistent retention, increasing the lifetime value of your clients. Okay, they buy and buy some more, and they refer some more. So this is what we need, ideally. Okay, so when I look at a lot of our clients, they come in like this, they come out like this. All right. So you right now take a few minutes and grade yourself. Just quickly, where you are right now. Okay. Think about it. Just in your write it down somewhere. Lead generation. Are you weak, average, or strong? Just write it down. Boom, 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 boom. Take 20 seconds. Just do it. Trust me. Okay. If you're not sure what each one of these things are, you want to take a screenshot of this. So if you want to grade yourself, what does weak mean? So for lead generation, weak means lead generation is inconsistent, unpredictable, with very few qualified leads. Are you that? If you're a 2, lead generation is inconsistent and unpredictable, but you are getting some qualified leads. So there are some companies who are like this. Or if you're average, average means lead generation is consistent and is predictable. That means you know you're doing every week, every month, and you know how many is coming in, but you're not getting enough qualified leads at a reasonable cost. You get leads, but they're expensive. So that's average, right? You're number 4. Your lead generation is consistent, is predictable, and you're getting enough qualified leads, but it's not reasonable cost, right? It's still a little bit pricey. Ideally, the best marketers, marketing companies can get you lead generation where it's consistent, predictable, and you're getting as many qualified leads as you can convert. So that means they have to close sometimes. Don't put out the ads. Don't do the event because we're getting too much. Okay, ideally we want to get here. What is the power of this? Okay, so imagine if you have one person in charge of lead generation, one person in charge of nurturing, this is content, one person in charge of conversion, which is sales, one person in charge of delivery, this is operations, one person in charge of retention, upsell, resell, this is customer support. And inside this one, each one of these things, they have a team. And every month you say, okay, team, where are we this month? Can we get from a 1 to a 2? So if you're already at 3, can we get a 3 to a 4? How to do that? And it is clear what they got to go do. So you need to figure out, for example, lead generation is inconsistent and unpredictable. What is consistent? What does it mean? What is predictable? What does it mean? And you're getting some qualified leads. What is a qualified lead? And then it says reasonable cost. What is a reasonable cost? So once it's different for every company, but once you decide what these things are, tell your team, then your team can know what to get to. And they will slowly improve. So you, based on where you are, create some goals and metrics, and your team just work the system. And once you work these 5 things, this is all the 5 things your team needs to work on. Then you can work on the other stuff. So you're saying, Khalif, but it's so hard. I have to always tell them what to do and then check. Tell them what to do and then check. This is the reason why. Because they don't know what they're supposed to do and where to go. This will make it easier. Use this. This is what I use in my team. This is the thing that I use for all my businesses to grow. Because your team will fall inside here anyway. Every business will fall inside here anyway. Right? And then what you need to do, coach them to get to the next level so that you don't have to do it. Then they will drive. Okay? So grade yourself. So where you are. So this Ika, she, after going through our program and using our methods, doubled her revenues in 2 months and then won Youth Female Entrepreneur of the Year. Why? Because when she came, we knew that her conversion was consistent, but selling only some of the ideal avatar. So we got to figure out what was the ideal avatar, how to get to them, and how to move it higher, right? So her challenge was that the people doing the closing was using their own personal phone, and she didn't have one person doing the closing. She had many people from many countries selling her products. But she cannot monitor because they're all using their own personal phone. And team members cannot support. If this one person is not available, they won't get, no answer. So what we did was, we said, okay, no more using personal phones. Make sure we have a cloud system where everyone that connects with your business goes into one place, right? So this is where you compile everything in one place, called omni-channel. So it doesn't matter. So no more using personal phones. Now, because of this, the team can now just log into the cloud and they can close from anywhere. Manager, she can now monitor and make sure everything's okay. And because she's monitoring, they work better. And because she's monitoring, customer support needs to reply fast. So everything becomes more efficient because they know that it's transparent and the boss can see it. So how valuable it is for her now to be able to see transparently what the whole company is doing. So that boosted the conversion all the way up. Because why? All the conversations are the same, consistent, fast, and customers are very happy. Okay? And of course, on the side, everything else also increased. So when you go out and you try to look for solutions, you want to see what kind of solutions, software out there. Are they employee-centric? Are they customer-centric? Are they enterprise level? A lot of software out there is enterprise level. The reason why? Enterprises pay more. But for small businesses like ours, who in the education, we want a more cost-effective approach. So find one that is more cost-effective. Okay? So that's what to focus on. Number one, we just now talked about the education challenges. What to focus on is the 5 core functions. You already know where you are in each one of the 5. And how to double sales is next. So everything will make sense once you take a look at everything, right? So this is reskills. We want to help double their recruitment and sales. When they came to us, their delivery was a little bit of a challenge. They are online learning portal where they connect learners and teachers. They have their own teachers as well. So when they are talking to their leads, it's very not consistent, right? Because there's so many coming from so many channels from so many countries. After going through that first step, just like Ika, put everything all in one place. And then now internally, they can segment it, right? They can segment it. They connect all their channels, mainly Messenger and WhatsApp. Now, all their teams can see all the students and customers' past chats and emails. So what's the advantage of this? No more trying to ask, oh, can you explain that again? Right? New team members can come in and take over instantly. Right? Customers' purchases are very clear. They can see what they liked previously, when they bought it. So this can trigger new automations or trigger your team members to know what to upsell next. All internal notes for the customers, your team members can see. So if this is the VIP, say this is the VIP. Or this customer's mom is interested in that, or their goal is this. So every notes is very clear for the next team member to see. All the background info, preferences, previous issues, all in one place, right? And now they became more superhuman. Imagine if you had an AI, just like ChatGPT, that can read all your past chats in WhatsApp, in Messenger, in your email, in your website, in your FAQs, in your PDFs, and then from there help answer, right? So ChatGPT reads the website and reads the web and then gives you answer. What if that ChatGPT is specialized for your business? And this is what we've done, right? So because we've already compiled all the conversations into one place, transparent, we say, why not? We just plug in an AI and let the AI read it. And that's what we have. And that's what they have now, right? You can now recommend the best answers. And at the same time, team members can internal chat with each other because it's transparent. We can say, hey, let's talk about this Encik Ahmad is having this problem. And we're talking about it in real time while the customer is chatting with us without them knowing, right? So we can have team members help each other. So with all that happening, it becomes clear what to do next, right? We work on the data, right? So if I ask you, what do you have all the data? Most businesses will say no. You don't know how many number of contacts you're talking to. You don't know how many from the 100, what is your conversion? You don't know. If I ask you for average transaction per client, how much? You're not sure. What is the value of the transaction per transaction? You don't know. What's the profit margin? Most don't know. So what if you can know all these things? Here is what's going to happen if you know, okay? If you know all these things, you can now affect the results. Results are, you want more number of clients, you want more turnover revenue, you want more net profit, correct? But these are the three things which is a function of the purple. You cannot change the black. You can only change the purple. Because the black is results. It's like weight loss, right? People say, I want to lose 10 kilos. You cannot help what the body does. But what you can help is, you can help how many times you go to the gym. You can, how much calories, what food you eat, right? How well you sleep. So these are the things that you can control. So once you control those things, then only the weight will lose or whatever that you want, your goal is, right? Same with business. Don't control the result, control the inputs. But the challenge is you don't know the input. If you do know, this is what's going to happen, okay? So you will know, for example, you have 1,000 contacts last year. And from this 1,000, you get 10% conversion. So you get how many clients? 100. From this 100, they buy 10 times a year. And they pay 10 ringgit per transaction. That gives you a turnover of 10,000 ringgit per year. You get a margin of 10%, you make a profit of 1,000. Very simple math, okay? Business is math. So, this is, with these numbers, this business is not that good lah, net profit 1,000, right? But, imagine if this business, they like this number, they say, Khalif, I want to increase. How do I increase it? Because you've measured, we can now put certain strategies and tactics to increase it by, let's say, just 10%. Let's say you don't do much and you increase everything by 10%. Can you do that in your business? Ask your team, increase from last year from 1,000 to 1,100. That's all we need to increase. Not so much. And your conversion from 10% to 11%. Your number of clients now becomes 121. And last year, we sold 10 times on average. Let's do another promo and get them to buy another time, 11 times. And instead of spending 10 ringgit, they spend 11 ringgit because they're extra one time. The turnover, your revenue now is 14,000. That is a 40% increase. And your profit margin now, you work better. Your operations is very excellent. So you increase profit margin by 10%, it becomes 11. Your net profit now is 1,600. 60% increase. Okay? This can only be done if you are measuring these things. How to increase, there's a lot of ways on how to do it. I'll show you after this how to do it with a plan, right? But you need to understand this concept. The concept of measuring it and then increasing it by a small increment. What if you use the best software, you use the right plan, and you implement it properly? Can you increase it by 50%? Not 50%. If you increase it by 50%, from 1,000 becomes 1,005. Your conversion from 10% becomes 15%, right? Your number of clients now over doubles. Your average number from 10 becomes 15 times a year. Your average value from 10 ringgit becomes 15 ringgit this year. You've increased your turnover by 500%, 5 times your revenue. And you ask, Khalif, how did you help your clients double revenues just in 2 months? Because of this, right? They just increase maybe 10, 15, 20%. That you don't have to do 50%. And if you increase profit margin by 15%, you've done 750%. Take a photo of this. This is business. But you need to measure it. How to measure? Everything's digital now. If you put everything in one place, it's easy to measure. Okay? All right. Let me ask you a question. In a perfect world, what would a perfect customer engagement platform look like for education businesses? 1, affordable and easy to use. Yes? Advanced features that you could grow into. Advanced features like everything's all in it. You got broadcasting, you got chatbots, you got AI, you got the CRM, you got automation, nurturing. You can see all the channels inside there, omni-channel. Very powerful, right? And number 3, oriented around personalized customer experience. Something that is different from e-commerce where it's just one-off. You need a long-term relationship, right? Because these things are super important for your business. How do I know? Because we are focused on education as well, right? So this Asia University, so imagine if you guys were like them. So you put our app on your website or anywhere, they fill it up. This is a live chat. And live chats doesn't matter. Or if you go and click their WhatsApp or you email them, everything will go inside here. This is what the platform looks like, right? So for them, everything goes into one place. And then if you can see here, it's Messenger, this is WhatsApp and everything else, right? So if you scroll down. And they click on one of these things, they will see that for this one customer, the Facebook conversation is here, the WhatsApp conversation is here, the email conversation here. So for this one customer, the history is all in one place, right? And internally, I can talk to my team member without them seeing. So private internal chat between team members, invisible to customers. So that means I can have a group chat that's invisible to the customer to solve their problem. And based on conditions, so that means I can change the country. If it's a different country, we can have an automation. If it's a different language, I can have an automation. If they are on a different sales pipeline, we can have a different automation. So we can create automations, reminders to clients, automatic messages, automatic sending PDFs. You can do unlimited things based on your process, triggered by what your customer does or what level or which stage they are in, right? So that's automation triggers. And then there's AI assist. You can click on this one thing, the AI will read the question, read past conversations, read your FAQs, read your website, and give an answer. And then you can edit it and you can pass. And then you can use it, right? And if there's an answer that you use again and again, it will know next time for your other team members who needs AI assist, it will give them that answer as well. So now your whole team will use the same answer, right? That's why conversions become more consistent. This AI is so good, it can help answer quickly, accurately. It can also prompt to change the tone, translate, fix spelling and grammar. So this makes the follow-up and all those things so much faster, right? You can do broadcasting. You can leverage AI machine learning. You have conversational commerce, buying something on WhatsApp or Messenger. It's omni-channel all in one place, right? So we've gone through the challenges. You and I know what the challenges of business in education. What to focus on and 5 core functions, and how to double sales is to measure it and then increase every input, not the result. Your input, increase it by 10, 15, 20, 50%. That's how you double, triple, quadruple your business. Okay, now let's focus on how to do it in your business. So if you want to do it in your business, I'll give you a plan. Okay, because YesHello is not just a software company. We are a partner in your growth. More than a tool, we are a partner. We embrace operational excellence. We unlock your business potential. Okay, so we know where your current state is just now. You've graded yourself 1 to 5. The desired state is all to be a 5, right? But there's this gap. So I'm going to go through with you the key steps to bridge this gap. So you have an action plan. Is a plan that we've done for all our clients, and we know what to do first, second, and third to solve it. Okay, let's take a look at the problem first. Number one problem is distractions. You're too distracted, your team is too distracted, and that's why you are a mess, right? So we need to streamline that. Problem number two is too complex. They've got to do A, B, C, D, they Z. Oh my God, it's just too hard. So we want to simplify it so that anyone in your team can do the same thing again and again. Okay. Number three is lack of support. Today we are working remotely, we're working here and there, and chatting is online. How do we support each other? It's very difficult. There's no tool for it, right? So getting support from your mentors, your team members, your leaders is very key. So with these three big problems, if you can solve these three big problems, you can solve your automation with getting new leads. You can convert better. You can nurture them. You can get more referrals, upsell, resell, and they'll give long-term business to you. Okay, so distractions. Number one, you want to lower pressure and noise. If we have low pressure, low noise, we can focus. So how to do this? Number one, you need to create total visibility. If you are not, if you're still old school and using personal phone or using an app and then you have to hack it, then it's not going to be right. Then you're going to be left behind, because the prerequisite is to have everything be transparent. Then only you can build on top of it. If not, you will always be left behind. You will always not have the right tools to fight the big guys. Okay, you are trying to figure out why they're doing it so good. Why are they getting more this and that? It's because they're not struggling to build step 2, 3, 4, 5. Because they did step 1 properly. So step 1 is total visibility. Have it omni-channel in one place, measured with metrics. So now you know what your numbers are. Tools, the right tools for the job, not using tools for the big guys and then trying to hack it for you. Get a tool that is specific for small businesses in the education line, right? And then your team needs to play a daily game. What game? What game? Who answers the fastest? What game? Inbox 0. Make sure you answer everything. How many have you answered today? How much have you closed? So this daily game creates momentum and creates something that each of them can excel at and win every day. And winning every day creates momentum. Momentum creates profits. Okay. So number one is lowering down your pressure and noise so you have no distractions. And these are the steps. Okay. Number two, too complex. You are doing things too complex, too difficult that people cannot repeat it. So you want it to be simple, because by having it be simple, your team can now focus on what they are great at, their abilities and their strengths. Okay. And how to do that is you want an easy way to capture leads. If you already have an omni-channel platform and every time a person chats with you goes into one place, this is automatic. Easy to capture leads, right? And then if it already knows how to warm up, it'll warm it up. And then you can sell by chat. So these 3 steps, capture leads, warm up, sell by chat, is the simplest way so that your team can increase their strength and abilities, rather than try to work on how to find a lead, how to warm up, do manually, how to sell, oh, you sell differently. No, right? You want to make it super simple. You need to get your team and yourself to increase strength and abilities. Then you can prosper. Okay? And things become simple. And once you have this done, you need support. You cannot do on your own. So to increase protection and support, you need to have reminders. When to follow up, the platform can remind you, right? Reminders to send a message, reminders to do a certain task. So these are all automated in the platform. Since your team is already on the platform answering every day, wouldn't it be great to get reminders to do stuff that they're supposed to do? Now they don't forget. Whisper support. This is where I mentioned to you, you can have internal dialogues to solve a problem. Your whole team without using your WhatsApp group chat. Imagine. So all this chat and group and solving problem, you can support and whisper with each other inside the platform. And then only you automate. Okay, automation is last, as you can see, right? Step 1, 2, 3, and in step 3, automation is last. When people come to me, they always say, Khalif, I want to automate. Yes, but you're doing it wrong. Because you cannot automate something that is bad. Then you create more bad stuff, right? You cannot automate something that you have never tried. Then you just be saying that, oh, automation doesn't work. So once you do these 3 things first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th only automation, you already know what works. Okay? And once you have these 3 things, this is the foundation to other bigger things. Without this, all the other stuff, you won't be able to fight. You won't be able to do all the fancy online things that you want to do to build a business. Okay, this is number 1. Clean up your customer engagement. Measure what is your conversion rate, how many leads have you had, what is your delivery, then increase it by 10, 15, 50%. Now you can build a business. Okay? So results we've seen with our clients: boost sales enrollment rate, transform student support with AI, streamline your admin tasks, secure your student data, experience administrative excellence, improve student engagement, empower your educators, scale your educational reach, instant updates to your parents so that they are happier. These are the results. If you want this, you got to start it. Okay? So what I promised are these 4 things, and I've given it to you. Education business challenges, you need to lower pressure noise. What to focus on is 5 core functions. How to double sales, the business chassis. How to do it in your business, the triangle model just now. 3 steps. Okay? I'm going to give you time to take a photo of this. Take a photo of this. These are 3 steps. If you guys want some support in implementing this, my team can help you do this. We've done this many, many times with many, many customers in the education business. And if you're not in the education business, we can also help you. Reach out to me. Thank you for listening in today. Hope this helps. Please get this started. You got to do this right now. Okay. So if you want, in our program, the first week, we will help connect all your channels. Week number 2, we'll create total visibility. You can see everything now. And then your team will have a daily game. We'll construct it for you, with you, play the game, train you. And then we can add ads and Facebook posts and everything to capture all the leads. And this will boost your enrollments. And then week 6 to 12 is to tweak it, to figure out what is good, what doesn't work. Then within 3 months, you can automate stuff. Simple. Okay? So you do this. You can do it on your own. If you need some help, please contact me. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Thank you if you've taken a free trial. Awesome. If you're not, please contact Silma, and Silma will set you up with a free trial with our platform and see how you can get onto our program. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.